These massive protests took place in Tunisia, the country that jump-started the Arab Spring, the phenomenon that saw Arab presidents deposed who'd ruled since the 1980s.
السيادة للشعب والشرعية للدولة والكرامة للمواطن، وهذا يتطلب أن يذهب هذا الحزب الذي كان نوعا من الطفيليات.
Tunisia's revolution helped change the face of the Arab world as we know it. This December marks 5 years since the start of the Tunisian uprising, dubbed the Dignity Revolution. 3 weeks and 6 days of continuous mass protests pushed longtime President Zine Abidine Ben Ali to finally step down on January 14, 2011. He'd been in office since 1987. Food inflation, police brutality, lack of political activism, and immense corruption fueled the Dignity Revolution to the maximum. It began after street vendor Mohamed Bouazizi set himself on fire in protest at the confiscation of goods he sold to make a living. Protesters chanted his name and vowed to honour the man who's credited with turning the Tunisian protests into a full revolution. Tunisia was a blueprint for Egypt, Libya, Syria and Yemen to pursue revolutions of their own, but they didn't succeed. With a coup in Egypt, rival governments in Libya, brutal civil war in Syria, and what's seen by some as a proxy war in Yemen, Tunisia seems to be the only survivor of the Arab Spring. The national dialogue in Tunisia successfully led to the first pluralistic democracy in the region, represented by the Tunisian National Dialogue Quartet. The quartet was awarded the 2015 Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts over the last 2 years.
كما قلت جات في وقتها باش تعطينا دفع وتعطينا معنويات أخرى لإدارة حوارات بلادنا محتاجة لها في المرحلة الحالية.
The transition of power from the conservative Ennahda movement that had enjoyed a parliamentary majority since 2011 to the secular Nida Tunis in 2014 was unlike any other political situation in the region. Rashid Ghannouchi, the Ennahda movement leader, commented on the transfer of power, saying, "We lost elections, but we won Tunisia." Ghannouchi's Ennahda movement was forged in March in 2011, after most of the activists belonging to its Islamic model were finally allowed to take part in political life. Past Tunisian presidents Habib Bourguiba and Ben Ali were stringent opponents to Islamic politics. Many activists were forced to live in exile to avoid unlawful detention, like Monsef Marzouki, Tunisia's first president after the revolution. Taking into account the volatile nature of current politics, Tunisia faces a long list of challenges, the most important one being the rise of Daesh in the region. Maintaining the success story the country achieved appears to be at the top of the Tunisian to-do list.